All right, good morning guys. It is nice and early. It's about 7:30. This is one that we've been really excited to do, and we're finally pulling the pin to do it. Where we're standing was completely grass a couple years ago when we first came here, and we converted this whole area into raised garden beds, and we used wood chip for the pathways. And today what we're going to do is steal a page from Terry King. This is directly inspired by Terry. We're actually going to harvest the wood chips. We're going to see what the wood chips have done to the clay in the last 18 months. It hasn't been 2 years, and use that material to fill one of our beds. So while I'm going to get wood chips, Colleen is going to clean up this bed, pull out the remaining beets and carrots, and we're also going to clean up this bed here. This is just kind of an experimental bed. We're going to pull everything out. So when I get back, what we're going to do is phase one, which will be tearing up this area a little bit, and we'll just walk you guys through what we see, what we expect things to happen, and a couple experiments that we're going to run along the way that Colleen doesn't know about yet. So let's go. Okay, we're back. You can see it looks a little bit different. I went and got wood chips. Colleen took care of the beets, the carrots. There was a couple random radishes going on in there. And then we did a couple interesting things that we're going to take you guys through here. Okay, first thing we did was we broad forked this bed here. And just to loosen up the soil a bit, the layers of compost that we put on the last couple of years did a really good job, but they were quite compacted, and it gave us an opportunity to try something. So we broad forked it, and then in the bed beside, we just basically raked up all the loose material and then filled the bed that the broad fork. So we're going to be able to run a couple different things here. Now with this bed here, we took out a ton of material, and as you can see, this is the old kind of grass level here, and definitely an improvement in the material. Still tons of clay in here, but there's lots of worms and a much darker and crumblier material or soil texture anyways. So next thing we got is the fun part. We are going to run the tiller over this area. I quickly raked back most of the wood chips. Now there's still a ton of carbon in here, but we're gonna run the tiller over it and then fill this bed, and then we'll plant and just share with you guys what we're planting and what we're hoping to see. So let's go. All right, so got most of it done now, the hard part anyways. As you can see, we tilled it. It was quite wood chippy and quite clayey, but the material actually looked pretty darn good. And then I took all the material, shovelful by shovelful, filled up our first bed, and then actually had enough material to fill up our third and fourth beds as well. So now all four of these beds are fully topped up. So that is awesome. Okay, then when I finished that, all I did was rake all the wood chips, the loose wood chips that I raked down. I raked them back up, then grabbed the tiller because it was here, and then reincorporated all those wood chips into the remaining clay level at the base, just to try to speed up the process. We'll see how that does. Then I grabbed 5 wheelbarrowfuls of wood chips, brought them back in, dumped them, and as you can see, spread them out all nice and neat. Now this is very mounded, but we expect this thing to settle not only the beds but also the pathway. It'll settle a bunch. So what we're going to do next is plant into it. So let's go. Okay, got her done. Just slammed in some lettuce starts, our favorite Haikuri turnips, and a new one, a black Spanish round that we're kind of excited about. So you can see this soil texture is much finer, and this is much chunkier, a lot more wood. So it'll be fun to see the differences. The other cool thing is we ran the lettuce down the middle. So what we're going to do in a month is we're going to plant our garlic and then just compare the differences. We'll do a row of garlic with the lettuces and a row of garlic with the lettuces here, because in Victoria
we had some really fibrous compost, and the garlic did really well in spite of it. So yeah, super fun one to do. And why are we kind of doing this madness? Well, in our big garden, it's all wood chips, and next year we'll be coming up on basically its third year. So I'm really interested. If things grow well in this bed, it'll be a really simple thing to just run down the rows, till it, and then just load it onto the beds as we go through the season. So yeah, who knows? It might be a giant fail, but we'll learn something regardless. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, probably some concerns, let us know down in the comments. Yeah, super fun, and looking forward to flipping all these other beds soon. So wish us luck. Pretty dirty, pretty dirty. Do your own research. Stay awesome. All right, so for anyone that stuck around, I did the jar test. This video is not coming out for a day or so, so we'll take a picture of this after 24 hours and compare it to the soil sample that we took in the yard. So it'll just be cool to see the differences for those of you who stuck around. So here it is. Yeah.
All right, the one on the left is from the grass in the spring. The one on the right is from the wood chip pathway that I took. I can't see a difference at all in the structure. Definitely a difference in the soil texture, but from a structure standpoint, I mean, there is a little bit more organic matter on top, but that's obviously just the wood chips. So really interested if you guys have any thoughts on that. Cheers.